Stunnande divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadaihi Gayandiyam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yoginaham Syantam Navidusura Suragana Devaya Tasye Namah. Verse number 12 onwards. Nattvevaham jatu nasam Natvam neme janadipaha Nachaiva na bhavishyamaha Sarve vayamata param Dehinosmin yatha de Yau kaumaram yauvanam jaram Tatha dehantara praptihi Dhirastatra namohyati. So nice, Ishwara. This type of insight, when you get into life, the whole living becomes a long holiday, a beautiful journey. It's like from infinity to infinity, with a finite what shall I say, wonderment, some type of ascharya. That you begin from immortality to immortality. In between, there's a little pause, a little encounter with mortality, glorious changes. No more there is any fear. That is why the need to know about one's own self. Because as we have been seeing, without the presence of the individual, the creation, creator, perception, thoughts mean nothing. All these things mean something, only the individual is existing. Therefore the person must know about himself. And until the person knows about himself, he cannot remain contented with anything less than the infinity or the happiness, the absolute. Because the person is not aware of himself, at a one time or other, he is overtaken by the role, feels overwhelmed by situation. It can happen to anybody, at any time, in any place. For Arjuna, it happens to be in the battlefield. For somebody, it can be in a relationship, in a perception, in a thought, in an emotion, in any given situation, human situation. But the fact is, it is the I, the individuality, who gets into problem. Therefore, that must be very clearly known. It is because, as we have been seeing, every individual looks for happiness in life. Long before I am interested in knowing myself, which not many people are capable of questioning, ask them what do they want in life. And of course, it begins with as though I want as we saw in education, money, wealth, things, victory, relationship, renunciation, all these things. But ultimately everybody wants happiness in life. And that happiness, something lies in one's own nature. So looking for happiness, I'm looking for myself. And whenever I'm looking for myself, of course, I'm looking for happiness. Therefore, if I can find myself, I find the happiness in life. And thereafter, the role playing becomes easier. And this I remains the same in all the places. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara. For the Dehi, one who has the body, the language is beautiful. Deho yasya asti, one who has the body, one who is sporting this body, he is same in both, in all these stages. Kaumaram, in your childhood, Yauvanam, your youth, Jara, old age. As even the same I is experiencing the morning, the midday, the evening. In a given day, I who experience the early dawn, the experience the high noon, experience the evening is one and the same. As even in a given day, so also in the dawn of your life as a child, as the high noon of your youth or adult days, and the evening of your life in the old age, the I, the consciousness, is one and the same. That is why we say it's not some type of a philosophical speculation, but a recognition of an inherent reality, something which is my nature, which previously I completely missed out because of my ignorance. Because what I perceive took precedence over I, the perceiver. The experiences overtook the experiencer. The thoughts unconsciously, because of my ignorance of myself, overtook the thinker. Instead of thinker initiating the thoughts guided the thinker. Are you getting that point? It's so simple. The confusion begins in life because of that. The experiences overtake the experiencer. It's like the car overtaking the driver. If you drive the car, of course you reach destination. If the car drives you, you are in hospital. If you eat food that sustains you, the food starts eating you, obesity. You drink, maybe you are healthy. If drink starts drinking you, you are finished. Anything, when you do something fully under control, you shall choose when to do and when not to do. But when the action becomes obsession, perception, sensation, experience becomes obsession, you completely lose sight of yourself. So when a person is aware of himself, in childhood, that which is something remains the same, in the childhood, youth and old age, and the same one, dehantara praptihi, even when the body is given up, the same jiva travels until he is again born again. And all this cycle comes to an end when he is aware of himself. So that which plays the role of the child, youth, old age, plays the role of a waker, dreamer, sleeper, also plays the role of a brother, husband, wife, sister, in case of this situation now, a fighter, the prince. So it's a role to be played, because this is the one which creates all the problem. If you see yourself who you are released. If you identify yourself with what you have, you are bound. So this is the I, the individuality. The word, the I, is the virus which creates all the problem. I told in the morning that I'll talk about this. How this is one thing, like physically, outside, there can be many different types of diseases. If you fix your eyes, you don't fix your ear. If you fix your ear, you don't fix your stomach. If you fix your stomach, your toes are gone out of crazy. Physically, you need so many doctors. For every part of the body, there is a doctor. When you come to emotion, there are not different types of virus, there are not 100 different diseases. So all the emotions are of one kind. And all these emotions are created by only one virus, individuality. You shall see, please see in details. We have talked about it before a little, but please see now. Physical body has two types of diseases. One disease, that which is caused by external virus. Now it is coming, swine, flu. They have changed the name. Because they, after all, the swine is not responsible. Now they say swine is not responsible. Anyway, so it's a swine flu. So that particular virus is there. There is a cholera bacillus. Cholera, it causes cholera. There is something which causes smallpox. So when you are suffering from a bacteria-driven disease, nobody holds you responsible. Are you getting that? Now suppose you have got us, I call you, hey, please come for lunch, come for lunch with me. No, Swamiji cannot come. Why? My body is shivering. What is this time it is shivering? He comes every alternative day. Nobody blames you. Don't pretend like that. Hey, what is this pretension? The body is shivering. Why alternative day? Why it is doing it? Because malaria. What shall you say? Poor thing, suffering from malaria. You help him to be taken care. Because he is not pretending to shiver. That is not his game. Is the malarial parasite has gone into the body, the person is suffering. Why are you having such spots on your body? All spots of like bubbles, it has come up. What are you doing? I didn't do anything. Then why has it come up? Chicken pox. Why should you have a chicken pox? What? You can't ask somebody, why should you have chicken pox? A chicken pox comes. What can I do? These are external virus. So that is why you don't blame them. Okay? But when somebody is, same physical disease, obesity, overweight. Why are you overweight? You can't say virus caused it. Listen. Why are you overweight? Why are you so fat? Or why are you such a stick? Why don't you have a healthy weight? No, you are obsessed with thinness. So, anorexia. Eat, vomit. No, that variety, some people are there. That is one more sickness. Or obesity. So what is the virus for that? I like. Do you understand that point, please? There are certain physical diseases where there is no external virus. Certain diseases, external virus. Medical can fix it. Diseases can fix it. Smoking, drinking. The person is getting, person is drinking, heavily drinking. Is there a virus for that? Smoking, is there a virus for that? Chewing, betel nut. They put something in their mouth also. Now, all these snuffing. What is the virus? I want it. Are you getting that point, please? I want it. So, there are many physical diseases which is caused by the I, the individual. No medical cure. There shall be no medical cure. You shall upset every medical cure. Are you getting this? You understand? This little virus causes unimaginable disaster in the human civilization. this is nothing. Go to the next stage, your mind, your anger, hatred, jealousy, fear, anxiety. Those are also disease. This is discomfort. This type of discomfort, who is creating in your mind? What is the virus? Usually people also try to pass on the buck. Just like you say, there is a cholera bacillus, smallpox bacteria, conjunctivitis bacteria. The person also like to pass it on. Why are you getting angry? Swamiji, you don't know, you are living alone, you don't know. This fellow, this man, this husband, this wife, this child, this fellow makes me terribly angry. That person makes you angry. So you are Mr. Sage Vasishta. That other person makes you angry? No. Nobody makes you angry. Anger is in you. I have given you that example. If you strike a match and throw it in the water, the match will be extinguished. The fire will be extinguished. If the same little lit up match, you put in the petrol, it will boom, burst into flame. Why? Because when the fire remaining the same, water is non-combustible, fire is extinguished. Petrol is combustible, there is explosion. If you have no anger in you, the other person, when they tell you something, you shall not explode. The test of it is, therefore, just because you explode once, don't say, I am petrol. No. Sometimes you are also water. Sometimes you are water. Listen carefully. Sometimes you are water. When you are in a good mood, let people make you angry. You are in a very good mood. Why? You have got a lottery. $5 million lottery. Suppose say, hey, you idiot. You are the rascal. You are the rogue. Yes, I am. Why? You are in such a big mood, enjoying yourself. You can go around the world, you can do your own thing. These fellows is like dog barking at the moon. The dog is barking at the moon. What does the moon lose? Nothing. Let the other person say anything. This fellow just spendthrift, he's a rascal, jumping from thing to thing, moving from place to place. What is it? These are all music to your ear. Let the fellow say anything, because I am in a very high mood. So you are water now, flowing, non-combustible. Nobody can touch you. But suppose you are in a bad mood, your stomach is already upset. Everybody is going somewhere, you cannot go. Everybody is eating mango, you can't eat mango. You can't eat it. You are in a very bad mood. And then somebody tells something. Why don't you sit down here? Who are you to talk to me where I should sit down? Oh, I see. Simple, ordinary statement. Ordinary statement. Come here. Why? Nobody else is there. I must always come. Because you are in such a good mood. You understand? So sometimes you are fire. Sometimes you are petrol. Sometimes you are water. So, who makes you angry? What is the virus? Please see it. Anger, desire. Who creates desire? Listen please. Who creates desire? Object is innocent. Object is object of desire. Object is not desire. Are you getting that? Object is not desire. Object is an object. When I perceive the object, it becomes a thought of the object. Object by itself is not a problem. That is why unknown things do not create any problem for you, because the thought of the object doesn't exist in your head. The thought of the object also is not a problem, it is knowledge. First thought, knowledge. Now who converts that thought to a desire? I want it. So what is the virus? No, they are only suggesting me, they are in advertisers are suggesting me, my friends are suggesting me. Who is swallowing? Don't pass on their buck. As a child, yes, you are mentally manipulated. Because somebody puts a thought in your head, bugs you down, and you don't know what to do. But the moment you grow up, are you getting it? This is why teaching, learning, or else if the learning becomes another suggestion, another brainwashing, religion becomes another suggestion, another brainwashing, you are destroyed. The moment, are you getting that? The teaching which is supposed to give you the freedom, if that becomes your trap, it is like the fence eating the tree. Why religion becomes so dangerous? Why the teachers become so manipulative? Why the person who handles the mind becomes such a disaster? Because instead of teaching me freedom, now it puts me into another trap. This is how you should think. Huh? So you decide how I should think, right? The job of the teacher is, I told you so many times, like a driver. You teach driving. Where you should go, don't ask me. You learn how to think, how to use your thoughts. What you should think, what you should use, not use, don't ask me. Choice is yours. Absolute freedom. Understanding the mechanism of the desire. Who creates desire? Object doesn't invoke anything. Perception has no excitement in it. It's innocent. As the object is innocent, perception is innocent. Then the thought also, first thought, knowledge, innocent. I want it. Desire. Once I want it, convert that simple thought to a desire, object becomes desirable. Whoever prevents me from getting it, now I am angry. Where from your anger comes? Are you getting that point, please? Where from your anger comes? Your anger comes when you are prevented from being one with your desirable object. Or somebody forces you to be with something which you do not want, either of the way. That is what we shall see the next verse. So who creates the anger? I. Who creates the obsession, greed? If you get it, again and again, I want it. So this virus creates all your emotion. Now if you tell somebody, please listen carefully, if you tell somebody, control your anger without giving him the mechanism of everything and helping him to understand himself, can he ever control his anger? It's like when the cyclone is coming, you just stop the cyclone. How? How? So common sense tells you, because of my anger I am getting trouble. So I should not be angry, but I don't know how. Who doesn't know don't be angry? That is why this type of advices, upadesha, totally falls flat. The person who advises you not to be angry, himself exploding like an atom bomb. The person who tells you not to be jealous, the person who tells you not to be upset, himself gets upset. Why? Because the person doesn't know the mechanism. It's the virus is, I thought. And that is the one which confuses the role also. Like in case of Arjuna, he forgets that he is the prince. As a prince, he has to fight the battle. And he is not fighting the brother or brothers-in-law or the gurus, the teachers or the elders. He is fighting the enemy. Understand? Same thing also the eye. Not knowing about the happiness, now the eye is looking for happiness in relationship, in a perception. When he is looking for happiness in a relationship, he shall be disappointed, because in relationship there is no happiness. In perception there is no happiness. So you can go on changing from perception to perception to perception, relationship to relationship to relationship, but you shall be thoroughly disappointed. You can, at the end of your journey, you shall say, I have experienced so many things, still I am empty. I related to so many people, but still I am miserable. Of course you shall be miserable. Why? Because you are looking for happiness in wrong place, where it is not. So one virus, please see, what is the most dangerous virus of this universe? I thought, no medical cure. You can have very, very advanced cure. That way physical. That is why today, physically we have created the most beautiful universe. Beautiful. Lovely houses, lovely cars, lovely roads, nice food, nice restaurant, nice tourist spots. Everything beautiful. But in all these beautiful spots, what is the ugliness? Individuality. In the most beautiful palace, the ugliest people fighting. Scenic place, there is a brawl, killing, raping, disaster, bombing. Who does it? Who does it? Human beings. Just think, please. And that is the one which wants to remain above any inquiry. Nobody must touch me. Individuality, understand, individuality demands to be remained untouched. My choice. How does it matter to you? Oh, I see. Thank you. Imagine the criminal demands freedom and prevents every investigation about himself. What will happen to the society? The mafia says every inquiring, investigating agencies must be closed. Why? Freedom. You understand the scenario? I, who wants to be beyond reproach, beyond investigation, beyond any inquiry. You touch the individual, he shoots you down. How will he ever understand the truth? And the education that we are having, it is to empower the individual, strengthen the individuality. And the religions that we are having, pampering the individuality. The religions shall tell you things that you like to listen. This I is so smart, it will convert every injunction to his convenience. Are you getting that point, please? Please see that. Education does not challenge the I. Education strengthens the I. That is why educated people become more dangerous, more arrogant, untouchables. Please see that. Not that therefore uneducated people are wonderful people. No, 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 no. In uneducated people, the mischief is potential. They are still not mischievous. The uneducated person is still not mischievous. The mischief is potential. Once he is educated, he is full bloom mischief, no problem. Because the individuality comes up. Now the religions, or the teachers, suppose the religions, which dealing with the mind, instead of challenging the I, they are busy creating followers. The teacher, instead of challenging the I, is busy creating the follower. I follow this, I follow that, I follow that, I do this, I do that. We are not interested in what you do. We are interested in who you are. Are you getting that point, please? The whole, do you understand? Don't say what you do. Please say who you are. No, I hold my nose. You can hold anything you want. That will create a problem. Because who you are, not what you do. You first know yourself. Then you choose to do what? That which is good for you, good for everybody else. Understand? So this one virus creates havoc in our life. Simple example you can take. Not knowing, you have been eating. Think, you have been eating. Therefore, blood pressure has gone up. The artery is blocked. Now, the doctor says, oh, you are in a bad shape. You need bypass. Okay? The cure is bypass. But you don't cure the weakness for the food. The doctor is taking care of the bypass, the clogged artery. So you create a bypass and the person is living. In another few months' time, again the artery is blocked. The bypass needs another bypass. Why? Because the individual, you did not treat the complete personality. You treat the body. But the person who in the first place had clogged the artery has again succeeded in clogging the next one. Simple. That is why when a person is creating a problem, without changing the person, if you change the place of activity, what happens? Soon the other place of activity becomes a place of problem. Why? Because the person who is creating the problem is traveling from place to place. Wherever he goes, the problem follows. You please see that. This is the virus. One thing that is to be known. That is why Shiva is known as the Vishaje Bhavaroginam. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namah. Vishaje Bhavaroginam. Bhavaroginam Vishag is the Vishak. Vishak means the medicine man, the Vaidya, the doctor, for the Bhavaroga, for this disease of samsara. For the disease of samsara, virus is I. A product of ignorance. If you don't cure him, the whole world is diseased. Today's world is what? People with beautiful bodies, beautiful cars, nice houses, diseased people living inside it. Angry, short-tempered, lonely, isolated, individualistic, frustrated, eccentric, unhappy, miserable individuals. Please appreciate. I. You can fix the whole world. Beautiful houses, beautiful everything. Lovely road, lovely house, lovely restaurant, lovely everything. But the people who are there inside are so ugly. It's like when you say, I don't want to go to the 32 some road, 32 Triplicane Road. I don't want to go to 32 Triplicane Road. What does it mean? You don't want to meet that fellow who is living in that house. Not that you are angry with the number 32 house. I don't like that fellow. So I don't want to go to that house. Why? When you say, I don't want to meet that person, listen carefully. When I do meet that person, meaning your house number, suppose your house number is house name. Your house has a name, not a number. Until you are in the prison. If you are a prison, this house will have a number. But until then, your house has a name. You only say, I don't want to meet Mr. X. What does it mean? I don't want to do anything with that mind. Because the moment I meet him or meet her, complication. No. Ask yourself the question, friends. As much you are afraid of other people's mind, ask yourself, have you tried to find out how many people are afraid of your mind? Are you comfortable with your mind? Suppose somebody jumps and says, yes, I'm very comfortable with my mind. Yes, the snake never feels comfortable with his own poison. But when what he spews is pure poison, destroys everybody. The snake starts wondering, why nobody comes around me? The snake doesn't feel uncomfortable. The snake poison is natural. So for the individuals, anger, hatred, jealousy is so natural. You open your mouth, you only spew those things, emotions. Then you start wondering, nobody comes around me. Of course nobody will come around you. Why are they not coming around me? That is because you know what you are giving. And if somebody says, these people are never leaving me alone, why are you giving everything? Suppose you start giving money to everybody. Whoever comes, please come chai, please come coffee, please come mudugu. Whoever comes must take something from your house. Whoever comes must receive something from you. Then you complain, why? Nobody is leaving me alone. Of course nobody will leave you alone. Now whoever comes, get out. Don't come here. Don't look at it. Today, you have no other place to go. After a few days, nobody will be there. Don't worry. It all depends on you. Are you getting that? Please see that. It's all in you. Have you seen that for yourself? Here in mind, there shall be every type of thoughts and emotions. Please, that there is a thought, that there are possibility of emotions is not a problem. That I misuse them is the problem. So why this I, individuality, destroys everything. I must know myself, not change my thoughts, not change my emotions. Are you getting that point, please? When the car is running well, the driver must know how to drive it. Don't change the parts of the car. Don't change the parts of your body. Don't change the parts of your mind. Let it be there. Only when you use it, then only it becomes a problem. That there is anger is not a problem. That I am angry is a problem. That there is hatred, that there is jealousy, these things should be there. Because it is a versatile instrument. Are you getting that? All possibilities must be there. It's like, it's just like a modern cell phone or any type of a sophisticated machine which has got all features. That's the right example. Which machine costs more? Which has got all the features. Which machine costs less? Which has less features. Human body has all the features. The same thought you use, it can be kindness. The same thought you can use, it can be hatred. The same car you can use to carjack somebody, destroy somebody, put it, it's like a moving bomb, you pack it up with explosives, it becomes a moving bomb. The same car can be most beautiful thing. Features are to be there. There is a clutch, there is a gear. sound, engineer, air conditioning, everything is there. More features, more sophisticated, pricey. Human body, most sophisticated, priciest object in the universe. Sometimes back in the University of Yale, somewhere I had read long back, they had tried to find out how much it will cost if you want to create a human machinery from the scratches. Suppose you have to collect the raw materials and, assemble one human being. Assemble one human being. Just like there you can get ready-made air conditioning, or you can purchase little materials and do that. You can assemble a computer. So you can assemble a car also, collect different parts and collect it. So let us do that a human being, let us create, just like that, for fun. Let us create a human being. So you purchase the blood, purchase the plasma, purchase the bone marrow, purchase the bones, purchase the, all these arteries, veins and other things, purchase the brain, everything you purchase. If every little thing you purchase, the cost will go to only $1 trillion. For one human being to create a human being, it will cost only $1,000 billion. Let us say that is unnecessarily very exaggerated. Even if it is $1 billion, forget 1,000 billion, even it's $1 billion, you understand what type of machine we are handling? $1 billion machine. An audio system, a video system which only takes video, audio, how expensive it is. This is audio, video, touch, taste, smell, everything records. Everything automatic adjustment also. You don't have to zoom in. The eyes automatically adjust. You look at the space, it goes to the stars. You look at the ant, it goes to the ant. Automatic adjustment. Just make a machine like that, how much it will cost? Thermostat works so well. Hot, system is cold. Cold, system is hot. What a machine! Can you blame the machine? In that you, the driver, going crazy, driving the body crazy, driving the thoughts crazy, driving the whole world crazy. So which one you should know? Just that virus. Today, every religion, every education system, every information center must provide the first information on individual. This should be like primary education must be compulsory, self-knowledge, self-education must be compulsory. It's a compulsory subject. Everybody must know about himself. First, you know about yourself. Then what should you do? Don't ask me. What God you should worship? Why are you asking me? What food I should eat? Hey, don't waste my time. If you are in a desert, eat what you got there. You are in a plain, you eat what you got there. In a mountain top, whatever you get. Dress according to the climate. No, the three-piece suit is sign of civilization. Three-piece suit is sign of cold. It is like the people who are coming from, when you see the people coming from, in the winter time, you will be catching a flight from London or from Germany, Frankfurt, or where you take a flight. While coming to the airport itself, long overcoat, big, where are you going? India. Right. Very good. You have put from your village to airport, you are fully loaded, fully packed, except your munji, except your nose. Except your nose, nothing is visible. Right, you packed up. Then you sat down. First time you are coming to India, you don't know. You got down. As you get down to the airport, air conditioning has failed. What happens to you? You remove. Sign of prosperity? What shall he say? Hey, the Indian fellow is, who is this creature? Who is this animal? What is covered from top to toe? Why? Because he doesn't know you are coming from a country which is so cold. So three-piece suit is sign of cold weather, not prosperity. If this person in Tiruvannamalai, you look at our Ganeshan, he is working with a piece of cloth, one kaupina, one piece of loin cloth. That's not sign of poverty or lack of civilization. Hot weather, ventilated clothes. You understand? Simple. But you have make a big deal out of it. I. Again the I. If anything has to be compulsory subject in this world, knowing about one's own self, then all these confusion of role playing will not exist. As even through your gross body, subtle body, causal body, waking dream, deep sleep, childhood, youth, old age, one thing remaining the same. Same thing also body, with all the relationship, in relation to your thoughts and all the emotions, one thing remains ever the same, I, the consciousness. Tasmat dhira namuhyati. The wise one who knows about himself never ever gets deluded. Whatever the situation demands, that is how he works. Fighting is good or bad? Depends. Anger is good or bad? Depends. Smiling is good or bad? Depends. Isn't it? Don't say, always smiling. So one fellow comes and says, come, my house is on fire. Oh, I see. You understand? Good or bad? Anything, good or bad? Now your mouth is shut, you understand? You cannot say anything. That much for the injunctions. Thou shalt not, thou shalt, commandments. How can you follow one commandment 24 hours, 365 days? You cannot. Driving does not mean only moving forward. Driving means also parking. Driving not only means overtaking, but also allowing others to overtake. Driving doesn't mean only going 200 kilometers per hour. It means also 10 kilometers per hour. If there is a bump ahead, slow down, or else, you know what will happen. Just like driving. Absolutely versatile. Machine is like that also. You misuse. Just like any machine. This video you can use for taking a beautiful photo, also incriminating documents. Destroy people. Camera in the hand of a paparazzi. The fellow is running around. Destroys people's lives. The same camera stores so many photographs of so many small incidents in life. Riches, good or bad? Water, good or bad? No swimming, sport. Don't know swimming, drown. Everything that way. Fight, good or bad? Marriage, good or bad? Isolation, good or bad? Renunciation, good or bad? Indulgence, good or bad? Depends on you. You understand? Your life becomes so fantastic because you have no time for passing judgment on anybody. Happy with yourself. Anything goes. Tremendous flexibility. Like the coconut that floats in the water on all sides. The mightiest ocean cannot drown it, but the million-ton ocean liner sinks because it floats on one side. This is the man of all seasons. Such a person, na bhuviyati, hey, I want to be that. I want to be that one, I really want to be somebody like that. So wonderful, I want to be like that. Or I start with ordinary things. What is that? See now, read. Matra sparshastu kaunteya Sitosna sukha dukkada Agamapayino nityaha Stanti tikshasva bharate Matra sparshastu kaunteya Sitosna sukha dukkadaha Agamapayino nityaha Stanti tikshasva bharate Yam hina vyathayantyete Purusham purusharshava Samadukha sukham dhiram Somrutatvaya kalpate Yam hina vyathayantyete Purusham purusharshava Samadukha sukham dhiram Somrutatvaya kalpate. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, Arjuna, sa amritatvaya kalpate. That person is fit for this immortality, absolute, understanding himself, abiding in his own nature. Who is the person? Who doesn't get affected by these pairs of opposites, sukha, dukkha. It's a beautiful thing, we shall see that. Na vyathayanti. The first, I am taking the last verse, connecting to the last one. Yete sukham dukkham na vyathayanti. One who doesn't get affected by the sukha and dukkha of life. Sukha means samyoga, Vishaya samyoga sukha. Vishaya biyoga dukkha. Ordinary explanation. Vishaya samyoga. When you get connected to things that you like, as sukham. What is dukkham? Biyoga. Whatever gives you comfort, if you are forced to dissociate yourself from that, that is dukkham. What is right of the individual? Right of the individual is whatever I like, I must be able to do. Individual's freedom. Just see our generation. Individual freedom means what? Whatever I like, I must be able to do. I like to drink in the evening. I hate my mommy. Why? Prevents me from doing that. Dukkham. Because biyoga. Whoever helps me to samyoga, my good friend. Even if I am in a hospital, he hides it under the clothes and takes it and gives it to me. Good friend. I see. So whoever helps you to connect it up to things that you like, okay? And please see how it has taken a huge proportion in our life. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitosnavat sukha dukkhada. First thing, who enjoys sukha or dukkha? Who enjoys the sensation? Not the sense organ, not the object, neither the sensation itself. I like it, yes. I don't like it, yes. So who is the problem? Who creates? Please see that. Who craves for it? You crave for it, but where from it comes? It comes from the sense organ coming in touch with the sense object. Matra sparshastu kaunteya Sitosnavat sukha dukkhada. Matra sparsha. Miyante gyayate anena iti matra. That by which everything is known. Sprusyante iti sparsha. That which by everything is touched, that is sparsha. In our sense organs, there are two varieties. We have got 5 sense organs, indriyas. We have got 5 sense organs. Some are matra, some are sparsha. You know, of course, you know by everything. You know by everything, but certain things are known from a distance. Like in case of your ear. Your ear is a jnanendriya, sense organ which gives you knowledge of the sounds. The sounds are at a distance. Your ear is here. You can hear from a distance. Matra. To listen to a sound, the cracker should not explode in your ear. Suppose I have to talk, that means everybody's ear I have to go and talk. Now what type of talk it will be? Same word I have to talk to 10 people. Oh my God, you don't understand? This simple arrangement, it will kill you. Nobody will talk to nobody else. Your talk means everybody's here, you have to talk. What nonsense. You talk, it reaches everybody. 5 billion people in the world can listen. The sound system is connected. Matra. To see from a distance. To see, you have to see from a distance. Suppose to see things, now it must get into your eyes. Do you see this flower? Which flower? Do you see this flower? Which one? Why? It has not gone into your eyes, no? So, now imagine what will happen. Suppose simultaneously can you see everything? Because it has to go into everybody's ear, everybody's eyes, no? What a headache it will be. Lucky we can see from a distance. How many things? Billions of people can see billions of things in 1 second. Sparsha. Then smell, fragrance. Do you smell that rose? Where? Why? The rose is still not entered into your nose, nostril. Lucky. Lovely food. So the food has to go into your nostril, now what will happen? It's a headache. Nothing. So, these 3, matra. You can see from a distance, hear from a distance, smell from a distance. But the other 2 things, sparsha. What are they? Skin, touch, and taste, rasa, the tongue. These are the sparsha. Sparsha becomes, you cannot touch from a distance. Can you touch from a distance? If you can touch from a distance, how nice it will be. Ooh, finished. Like scanning. Like scanning. The whole thing is scanned now. So touching everybody, so you can say, oh, so nice. What? I hugged that, cheetah. Because you love to do that, no? Wild animals are so cute. The panda, the cheetah, the elephant, any wild animal, they are so cute. You want to really hold them and cuddle them a little, not the scorpions and the snakes. But then other wild animals are so cute. You want to touch them all. But you cannot. Difficult. Human beings also, some human beings, of course, you detest. I want to look at that fellow. But some other human beings, you love them. Your eyes, ooh, go into that. Your ears, listen to every sound that they speak. Your, nice. All the presence, you are, but can't touch. And you know how much you go for it? The face that launches 1,000 ships. For Helen of Troy, Trojan War. Sita, Ramayana battle. Draupadi, Mahabharata. Padmini, Alauddin Khilji destroyed India. Cleopatra. One touch. Just for a touch. Why? Because the touch culminates in physical sexual relationship. Highest in sensation. Think. When each sensation, please understand, when you have a sensation of sound, you don't have the touch. When you have sensation of sound, you don't have the taste, smell, sight. When you are smelling something, you don't have to touch, don't have to taste, don't have to see, don't have to hear. When you're seeing something, you don't have to touch, taste, smell, anything. But you cannot smell, listen, you cannot touch, understand? When you are touching, 5 things are you are experiencing, because touch means intimate. You are touching the person. The sound is there. The person is talking. Touch is there. Taste is there. Intimate. Smell is there. Sight also is there. 5 things involved. Same thing, rasa, food. You cannot taste from a distance. If you taste from a distance, all food shops will close down. All the restaurants will automatically close down. Why? We just take from a distance, smell, taste from a distance and come away. Hey, I have tasted it. What are you paying it money? Why are you paying the money? For the taste. They are keeping there. For some time you eat for, understand, for some time, not some time. Essentially, you eat for survival. But once your survival is assured, now you are eating for the taste. When survival is assured, now you go for the taste. When you are hungry and dying, will you look for taste? Anything. Sour mango, rotten apple, old, stale roti, palai sadam, anything. Why? Hungry. Once your hunger is gone, take this roti, where from you brought? You want address. Nutritional value has to be given. Where? Only in the developed countries, where plenty of food, fellow doesn't know the big stomach, big fat, everything fat. So that fellow has to be told, don't eat this because don't add to fat. Don't add this. Now in a poor country, you don't have to write the fat level. They need more fat. So you don't have to write anything, just to sell. Give it to me. You please see the whole, it's not a joke. Huh? It's not advanced. It's perversion. Because too much of food is already available. Therefore, choice. Therefore, write down. In this thing is missing. In this thing, this is added. In this thing, this is not there. In this thing, this is there. Oh, you hundreds of varieties of breads. You don't know which one to take. Hundreds of varieties of cereal. We don't know which one to take. It's not a sign of luxury. It's a sign of stupidity. If the person has so much things he has at his disposal, doesn't know what to do. If you are eating for survival, if it's a survival diet, no questions asked. Anything needed. Why? Survival. And then while eating, again 5 sense organs are completely involved. You see the food, you taste the food, you touch the food, you smell the food. 5 senses. These are the 2 sense organs which becomes absolutely strong. Touch culminating in physical intimacy. Food giving you the sensation of taste. These 2 creates highest, most complicated, intense obsession. Observe, friends. Sight is not your problem. Smell is not your problem. Sound is not your problem. When you are sitting down in a room alone, have anybody ever thought of, Swamiji, I have been the whole day thinking of the smell of the rose. Anybody? Mango smell, Anybody? No. Whole day I have been thinking of the sunrise I saw in the morning. I have been missing that sunrise. Oh, I see. Anybody? No. One sound I heard, lovely. I have been thinking a whole day that sound. Anybody? Between the food and the touch, food also will remember 1 hour before food, after food. Another person is your biggest problem. please think. Don't, for God's sake, for your sake, don't pass over. Don't pass over. Human relationship is the worst. The sound, smell, taste, sight doesn't create any problem. Your whole day, your memory, your thinking shall be about somebody or other. Why she talked like that? Why he talked like that? Why that man did like that? Why this and that? Why? Because just think of it. And among those people with whom you have a functional relationship, you don't remember them until it's required. Functional relationship. You want to go to office. Do you remember the office girl or office boy every day? Unless he or he is in your mind. You see in the marketplace, so many people are selling. Do you remember sales boys, sales girls? Drivers and conductors? Air hostesses? People walking the street? Nobody you remember. But suppose you saw somebody and you think there is something special. Oh, 24 hours, movie screen, fully engaged, occupied, only channel. That face. Such people become absent-minded. Why? Other things are not remembered. Other people don't exist. Such a person also will tell, what? I have no time. Why? Preoccupied. The preoccupation can think of a relationship, also can come up anything. It can be anger, hatred, jealousy, anything. But why those things are coming up? Because in relation to a person. That is why you shall see in life, if, ordinary person I am talking about, ordinarily, if you are well connected, loved and loving, usually you will be a little more settled life. You love and you are being loved. Oh, that takes care of a lot of angularities. It takes care of a lot of things because you like somebody, they are each other. Don't make it ideal dream. Just I'm telling, just beginning I'm talking. In the beginning stage, that takes care of a lot of things. Because just because you are with each other, now nothing matters to you. Sounds, forget. Taste, forget. Food, anything is do. House, any house will do. Travel, anyway will do. Anything will do. How long? Until you are fed up with each other. Once you get fed up with each other, then the problem begins. Are you getting that point, please? Please see that. That is why initial stages of relationship, it is absolute firework. Everything is exciting. Then the damp squeeb begins, as they say. The little dampener begins. I should not have married this fellow, I shouldn't have lived. No. Then your doubt starts beginning. When the doubt starts beginning, suddenly you want to get away. Understand? What is that occupies your mind? Maximum. Sparsha. Because the sensation-wise, God also is like the creation has become like that. Sensation-wise, touch culminating in sex, physical intimacy, food giving you sustenance provides you highest sensation. That is the trick, joke, trick, blessings, curse of the creation. Because friends, if food eating has no taste, nobody shall eat that much. You will not survive. If procreating is a painful affair, every race will disappear. Understand? This is like a, what shall you call? Secret of the universe. If creation is a painful process, procreation is a painful process, sex is painful. We saw that in which one? Tattvabodha. What is that? What is the Vishaya? Upasthasya Vishaya Ananda. The Vishaya for the genitals is Ananda, good sensation. Why is it? And who is the Devata? Creation, Prajapati. Upasthasya Devata, Prajapati, creator. Why? If the creation is a painful process, nobody will create. Eating food also. The child, you please try with the child. You put the child something which is very uninteresting and put little honey and put it in, he will suck your thumb. Put in the front of the child little bit, just take it and put it down, he will suck your thumb, the finger. Why? Because it is so sweet. Reject, or suppose the food eating is taste is no taste, you will reject. Survival will be difficult. Procreation will be difficult. That is why two sense organs, so beautiful, become so powerful. Politics, history of the man moves around these two. Your personal life also moves around maximum on these two places. One is survival, other is continuity. Survival. You have to survive. Therefore you have to eat, and eat best food. And you have to also procreate. Procreate means whether you procreate or not, that sensation of pleasure, because everybody wants pleasure. And when you want pleasure, please see, when you want pleasure, initial stages, what happens in life? You equate sensation with happiness. In the initial stage, you equate sensation with happiness. Nice music. Oh, it's so nice. Somebody gives you an ice cream. You taste it. Oh, so tasty. I'm so happy. You see a lovely sunrise or sunset. It's so wonderful. Oh, it makes me so happy. I love to see sunrise. I love to see sunset. Suppose somebody gives you food, something nice, tasty, sweet, rasgulla or some food, you taste it, very tasty. Wow, so nice, I'm so happy. So to make you happy, they give you the same taste every day, again and again. Since you like this food, they give you the same thing. You like that music, they put on that music for you. You like the particular perfume, particular smell, gift. That is the thing you gift. Why? Why are you doing that? Because you are equating your sensation, happiness, with sensation. I'm so happy. So what is the other way around? If I don't get it, I'm unhappy. Nobody gave me this food that I wanted. Nobody gave me the perfume that I wanted. Nobody gave me the dress that I wanted. Ordinarily, even the person, nobody even gives me a hug. Just think. So more numbers of such sensations you are equated with happiness. Now, what are the causes of your happiness? Million reasons. So what shall be your causes of unhappiness? Millions of reasons. That is why you shall be so unhappy in life. Because your happiness depends upon millions of these sensations. This sound, this touch, this taste, this smell, this sight. Now when you go crazy, listen carefully the danger in it. When you are going crazy, now the religion comes and says, you shall not smell, you shall not see, you shall not taste, you shall not touch. And whoever doing it is tempting you, that is a temptation, that is a negative power, devil, Mara, Rakshas. What? You understand how successfully you are imprisoned by your own thoughts and ideas? Instead of telling me, please see the point, instead of telling me that I have committed a mistake by equating sensation with happiness. In reality, happiness is myself. Instead of telling me that, what is the solution for the problem they are giving me? Don't see, don't hear, don't touch, don't smell, renounce everything. So I may renounce, but inside I am miserable. Why? No chance to. No happiness, no sensation. How comfortable. It's like a double barrel attack. You understand? I deny this, I don't get that. Whew. And strict. So the person who denies everything, he feels very proud because he is, he does not see, hear, taste, touch, smells anything. He is not eating any food. He is also celibate. He doesn't touch a man or woman. He doesn't see a movie. He doesn't listen to the music. Oh, embodiment of renunciation. Now you start wondering, man, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can ever do it. Why? For them, solving the problem is, do you have a headache? Yes, cut your head. Now, if you have a headache, if somebody gives a suggestion, cut your head. Now, what type of solution? So, seeing is a problem? Yes, don't see. Very simplistic solution. Simplistic solutions. Touch your problem? Don't touch. Talking to problem? Don't talk. Testing some of the problem? Don't test. How glorious. Did you choose, listen, this is so beautiful. Did you choose to see, taste, or smell? Your first experience effortlessly comes. You saw the sunrise, you saw the sunset, you heard the music. As a child, what food you demanded? Nothing. Effortlessly it reached you, whatever your mother gave you. Once that sensation has come, you get used to it, now the demand is already formed. I want only that. Even a child will reject the taste that he is not familiar with. So already the problem is created. And when he's growing up, he wants that only. And that time you tell him, you should not have it. You know what conflict you are throwing him into? Don't depend upon this. Don't give me what I am not to depend upon. Tell me where the happiness is. You understand by your injunctions what cruelty you are perpetrating on person? He is having some innocent pleasures, maybe complicated pleasures. But that you take away from him. Then where is the happiness? Just deny everything. So that you can be proud of your renunciation and that is your happiness. Or wait for the reward until you die. Wonderful. Wonderful. Give me a break. Any intelligent person dismisses it. But that doesn't solve the problem. Please think. Right in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, see that. It's not a simple verse, friends. Don't think Brahman, Atman verses are more important than this. No, this is more important. But what drives you crazy is this. Matra sparsha astu kaunteya. Sitosnavat sukha dukkhada. Hey Arjuna, this matra sparsha, this type of sensation. Sitosnavat, like cold and heat, sukhada, dukhada. Sometimes they give you pain, sometimes they give you pleasure. Why? Agama apayinaha anityaha. Listen. This brings sensation. Why is it so? Because agama apayina. Samyogat begins. Byogat ends. When you come in touch with the sense object, your sensation begins. You hear the sound, sensation begins. You have the touch, your touch sensation begins. You taste sensation begins. See, sight sensation begins. Smell sensation begins. Listen carefully. When it begins, please, when it begins, I am lost in that sensation. I say, it's so nice. Then what is the next? It should not be finished. It should not end. That is the time you make a mistake. The fact that it begun, it must end. Agama, therefore, apayinaha anitya. Because it begins, it has to end. Think of it. Suppose you like a girl. Just take an example. Human relations takes example. You like a girl, you like a boy, you like a person. You have been hanging around somehow to get a chance to talk to him or talk to her. There are 100 people. You are not talking to everybody. There is one person only. Your head is like an antenna. 360 degrees goes around just for that man or that woman. Think. for that food, for that touch, for that taste. Please see. Suppose it so happens the person came across, you organize it so way, you go this way, you go that way, suddenly you meet, as though you don't try, but you have gone deliberately this way, you gone deliberately that way, suddenly as though you meet. So people think you are meeting suddenly, but no, it's very well organized. You have met. And when you are meeting, as even you are meeting, your thought will be already disturbing you. You create story, talk after why? So that the talk doesn't end. Because the talk ends, she will go away. If the talk ends, he will go away. The subject must continue. So if there is no subject, create a subject. Why? Because she should be there. He should be there. In spite of that, it has to end. That is where your missing begins. After 1 hour, oh boy. All right, so bye-bye, until you disappear from your eyesight. No, just think, until you disappear from the eyesight. Once your eyesight is gone, mind takes over. You understand the danger of it? Once you are away from the eyesight, the mind takes over. Missing. You are driven crazy by a thought. Same thing about anything. Food. Somebody gives you food. If you are a real connoisseur, what do? You don't take this mango. Oh. Take this sweet. No. What do? Little. Little spoon. Chew it, taste it, roll it. Half an hour. This much sweet, half an hour. So nice. Why? It will end. The best part of the food is dessert. Why? Last. No. Just see, please. But whatever care you take, it will come to an end. Hey Arjuna, agama apayinaha anitya. It is anitya, impermanent, evanescent, ever-changing. Why? It has a beginning and therefore ends. Why it begins? Because matra sparshas kaunteya. Shitosnavat sukha dukkha. Like you touch the water, cold. So nice because it is hot. In summer. Cold. You touch the hot water, so nice. So sitavat usnavat, sukha dukkhada. But that one goes away. Same thing, you touch something, taste something, smell something, nice. So as long as the sense organs come in touch with the sense object, it gives you a sensation. Your sensation begins. That's beginning of sensation is a sukham, not always sukham. If the connecting of the sense organ, sense object is sukham, biyoga, the dissociation will give you pain. If the association is pain, dissociation will give you happiness. Are you getting that? So it's not a general that every sensation gives you happiness. Are you getting that? It's not like that. Every sensation doesn't give you happiness. That which gives you happiness, it begins and then also it will inevitably end. Understand? When a sound from a distance goes away, sight from a distance goes away, smell from a distance goes away, you have no choices. Listen carefully. You have no choices. Touch and taste are so intimate. It has to be placed on your tongue. It must be brushed against your skin. That is why separation becoming difficult. Why you can't live with a particular food or a particular touch? Because already touched, so near. Do you understand that point? Why is it so difficult for a personal physical relationship as well as for the food? Because it is already near. Sound is from a distance. Somebody is playing a flute. Now he stops. What can I do? Other day I was sitting on the top of our ashram, the beautiful firework in the ashram, that temple. Oh, lovely. Now they stop. Can you get angry? Why did they stop? They stopped. They were playing, they stopped. You can't get angry. Lovely fragrance coming from the breeze because beautiful flowers are there. Oh, lovely. Now it stops. Why? The wind direction has changed. Can you get angry? You cannot. But the food is on your tongue. Now somebody tells you, don't eat. World war begins. Because it's already on my plate. That is why in the kitchen you shall see World War II, World War III, World War IV, World War V, a kitchen. Person who gives food enjoys power. One who receives food hates it. Manipulation begins in the food plate. That is why by chance any one of you are serving, serve well. When you are serving, don't say, give that man, give that man, don't give this man. Don't do, you men have said, don't give that man, but you are giving to and ignoring somebody, you destroy. You give, give. Don't give, don't give. That is why giving is an art. When you are serving food also, don't look at the face and do it. Tak, 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 go, 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 go. You are asking, don't say, you don't decide who shall take or who shall not take. You see, he in his plate it is not there, so you put one. Maybe he doesn't want it. Or he has got it, why should I? No, your job is not to decide how much the other person should eat or not to eat. Your person is to ask everybody. Rice, 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 rice. It is there. That's not your problem. That person should say yes or no. Because food is so sensitive. You can have a world war there. Personality battle. Same thing, touch. Touch means what? How do you experience touch? Already touching. That is why separation is so difficult. The girl goes away, boy commits suicide. The boy goes away, you commit suicide. Or you go crazy. Why? Touch. Intimate, intimate, intimate. All psychological problems. Around what? Flute, rose, no, champagne, drugs, food stuff, or personal emotional relationship. I like a boy, I like a girl. And what all variations? Boy, boy, girl, girl, boy, girl, 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 boy. You nonsense. You understand? What all variations? Complicated human relationship. And in that thing is not everything physical, sexual, fatherly, motherly, husband, wife, child, friends. It's a physical relationship. I love my child. I love my son. But now the daughter-in-law comes, and the son is no more mine. The son belongs to my wife. So I hate that wife who takes away the son from me. Daughter is mine, baby. That person is ill-treating or doing something to that person. I hate that person. Please, emotional. This physical relationship leads to heavy emotions. In all this, who sees pain and pleasure? I, individuality. You want to understand yourself? First, dissociate yourself from this. Because you can isolate yourself. Adappa, I am such a stupid fellow. I saw pain and pleasure where it is not. Why? Agama apainaha anitya. Tasma tam titikshasya bharata. Hey Bharata, may you stand apart. Titikshasya. Titiksha, forbearance, tolerance. May you stand by. When it know that it begins with the sense organ coming in touch with sense subject. That is sensation, that is not happiness. Titikshasva, learn it. Since it begins, it will end. But what we do? It should never end or it should quickly end. If it is uncomfortable, we want it to quickly end. Sir, winter is uncomfortable. Why the winter is so lasting? Spring is comfortable. Why is it so quickly ending? Huh? What are you trying? It will take its time. That is why when you see the happiness in yourself, happy to be in winter, happy to be in spring, happy to be with something, happy to be without something. Oh, what a freedom. Yam Purusham, tomorrow we shall see in the morning, etena vyathayanti. Hey Arjuna, to whom, to which person, the sukham dukkham, connecting with the sense organ, disconnecting with the sense object, connecting the sense object. Do not create sukha, dukkha. Na vyathayanti. He does not get perturbed by it. Sama dukkha sukham dhiram. Such a person who is sama sukha dukkha. Sukheshu dukkeshu sama. Pleasure begins, nice. Pleasure ends, nice. Uncomfort, discomfort begins, ends. Such a person, amritatvaya kalpate, he shall be fit for being with himself. Why? Because you no more lose yourself in a sensation. You don't dismiss it, you don't crave for it. Neither you crave for it, nor there is resistance to perception. You are with yourself. When your attitude is like that, your disposition is now ready to receive this knowledge. Now go back. As you are doing everything, take some time off before you come to class tomorrow. Take a little scanning in your head. Is there any such thing with which only you shall be happy, uncomfortable? Happy, or without which you will be uncomfortable? Or without which you shall feel good, with which you shall feel bad? See that. Make a list of things for your sake. Don't show the list to anybody. Then you shall know how difficult it is for you to be yourself. Close your eyes.